the end of an era. Last week, I graduated college. I walked across the stage at Taylor University and received a diploma for professional writing. I've been working on this for the last 3 years after deciding in high school that I wanted to be a writer. The program is what brought me to the school. More importantly, the program is what made me stay. But not because of what you think. Yes, the classes were incredibly helpful, and I've learned the ins and outs of a trade I did never think I'd be able to break into, and that has been invaluable. But it's the people that made me stay. From freshman year to now, my friend group grew and shifted as some went off campus and others were added. These people have changed my life. They're my best friends, incredibly talented writers, and I cannot wait to see where they all end up. But college is more than a school. It's more than friends. It's also a place. And I had many places I called home. For example, freshman year, I slept in this room, right there, under the sign. The next 2 years, I moved across to the other side of the dorm, and I slept here, in the room with 2 windows. And that's where I am now, filming this. But sleeping in a place doesn't mean you live in the place. I lived in the library enough that they gave me a job. These periodicals became my babies, as did all of the books upstairs. I lived in Nussbaum on these couches, in this hallway, in this lounge, in the classroom. I walked through the music building almost every time I headed to Boren, the student center, because in the winter it was warmer to walk through the buildings, and in the summer the air conditioning was greatly appreciated. I passed these waterways, the fountain, the statues, the trees every time I walked to class or for work, from chapel, my dorm, or the DC, that is, Dining Commons, Dolly, and non-Taylor people. When you only have 2 options for meals, you spend many hours a week in Boren or the DC, and for my major, most of our favorite memories together have been sharing meals in both of those places. On Fridays, I walked down this road to a friend's house for breakfast. More friends lived in these apartments or another house down that street, and if I walked off campus, I usually walked that way. On Sundays, I drove down this road with some friends to go to church, a church that started elsewhere in the tiny town of Upland but ended up here. All of these places became home for me. But home doesn't have to be a place you go to regularly. Home can also be the beach at Taylor Lake, the rope swing in the woods, the low ropes course we weren't supposed to climb on, or the hidden lake behind the farthest academic building. As an introvert, I needed spaces to be alone. The trees and the lakes gave me that space. These are the places I will miss. These are the places that have impacted me, provided for me, and sheltered me. And these are the people who have come around me to be my family. These are the memories I don't want to lose. Home is more than a place. Home is more than people. It's not something you can only have one of, and it is something that you know when you find it. Whether that home was the dojo I practiced in, the room I slept in, the classrooms I learned in, the families that, quote-unquote, adopted me, or the friends that made all of this amazing, I found my home here. And just like you have to leave home to go to college, I'm finding I have to leave home to leave college. And as the old saying goes, you can't go home again. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I try to hold on, next year will bring in more than 100 new students to my home. This room will no longer be mine. My major will no longer be mine. The tables in the DC where I found refuge from the noise will no longer be mine. The couches in Nussbaum, the library desk, the classes, the professors, none of it will ever be the same as it is now, even if I come back. It's already different. As my friends finished finals, they left, and I stayed. Whether I like it or not, it's time to close this book and open the sequel. But any book lover will tell you that sequels are scary. In order to be successful, they have to be better than the first. And how many times have we been disappointed by the sequels because the first was so good? But I can't go home again. Here, there, anywhere, the moment you leave, it's no longer yours. no longer the same. It can't be. So as I graduate, I become a nomad. I return to a previous home, to a permanent address with people I love, and I look around to see what's different. My family and I will adjust to a new normal. All of us will adjust to a new normal. Teachers, bosses, moms, sisters, friends. We're all looking for a new normal, and this will be a process. For many, this will be a grieving process in the midst of celebration. There's a quote from one of my favorite TV shows that sums this all up well. It's a quote from Doctor Who. Everything ends and it's always sad, but everything begins again too. And that's always happy. Be happy. So as I move forward, as I film this, as I walked around my campus and filmed the places I love, I say goodbye and see you later, and until we meet again. Because no goodbye has to be final. Not until the series ends and the book closes for good. I close the book that marked my years of schooling, and I take up a new one. I title it Adulthood, and I trust that this will be a greater adventure than all that came before. My college years were wonderful. I could not have asked for a better experience, better people, better professors, better mentors, better friends, and I will take as many of them into the future with me as I can. But as with all things, this, too, comes to an end. So, to my Indiana family, I say to you, thank you. I love you. You're a blessing. Until we meet again.